we're going to quickly get Hercules and Argus out of the way to get our tool basket all connected to our deployment line on the winch that's on the aft deck, which is a MASH 4 on loan from Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute in Woods Hole, Massachusetts. And that will be lowering the tool basket back down where we just were. That's where we put the beacon, which hopefully is still giving us a good position on the seafloor. And we're going to lower the tool basket down by there in a hopefully relatively safe location. And then we'll unload everything from the tool basket and then recover the wire and then dive the ROV again late, well, early in the morning. I guess it'll be, by that time, it'll be either right around midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. And by breakfast time on the East Coast, we'll be down, you'll be able to see a lot of what we're doing. Or you can just stay up all night and watch, like I'll be doing. Actually, no, I'm going to go to sleep at some point in time.
Okay, so we've got a round table discussion. What's the coolest and best animal you've seen in this spot? I think mine was that crab that was missing 2 legs, because he has put up with some stuff and he is still there, and he's probably going to go through all our stuff tonight.
I'm going to go with the microbial mats, 'cause that's what I focus on, and also that is what's propelling all life down there. It all starts with the chemosynthesis, with the microbes at the bottom of that food chain.
I like the tube worms, the red ones with the big plumage. They're very pretty in their own way.
I've octopus down here, jumbo octopus.
Wow.
Yeah.
When was that, Ian?
A couple of years ago.
Okay.
Sometime in the last 10 years. It's been a while.
Yeah, I'll have to go through the footage.
You get lots of skates down here too. That's also, the rays are cool.
Anyone in the front row want to chime in? Best animal, coolest animal here?
I get more intrigued by the features, I think, than the actual animals, but I'm sitting here trying to think and figure out.
Yeah, pilots are in their own little world again.
Hey, Nav, Kim?
No, I'm not. We're all in this world together.
Hello.
Did you happen to get, you remember when we first got down, there was that grating on the bottom, and I said, can we sort of get perhaps a position on that, or estimate it, a rough position?
When we first
touched down.
When we first touched down, we were targeting the old IP position. So
okay.
If
if
I bring that up, that's it there.
Because I'm thinking that's where we're going to land the tool basket.
Okay, that's where that grating was.
Yeah, right around there. Did you get a position for that?
This is it on screen.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
It's the old IP position.
Okay.
So Trevor basically landed where he thought the IP was, and it wasn't there.
Okay. Sorry, I'm looking there.
So
the MEF IP 21, no, that's that one.
2020-06.
2020-06. Okay, good. Can I get those coordinates?
It's on screen.
I can give them to you.
Oh, gotcha. All right, thanks, Sean, because that's what we're going to target. Oh, you don't have to, Sean, because Kim will be here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Lower it down, but that's where we're going to land the tool basket.
Yep.
I could rename that tool basket LZ.
Yeah, tool basket LZ would be great, Kim.
So what was that platform down there then, if it wasn't the IP?
Where was it? It used to be, that was where JB5 was. We recovered it 2 years ago and swapped it out with JB12.
Yeah. And what's left of that is just the little grating or something like that?
No, that grating was a different deployment. And I'm trying to think what was on there. It was something we carried down. It was not the hydrophone. I think it was the one of the seismometers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that grating has just a post in the middle of it.
And that's it.
And
Okay.
yeah, and that's something that we will, if we get in the tool basket on this, we will. I don't want to put too much in the tool basket because it's going to weigh it down slow it down on its recovery.
Right.
As I said, this is a marine protected area, so we do have to clean up
I see.
all of our stuff down here and make sure we keep a nice, clean working environment. But that's something that with the tool basket, normally with the heavy lift ROV, which we also use, we just put everything in the tool basket and then latch on the top of it, and the whole thing comes up as one big package. It's a lot easier than these recoveries with lowering stuff
Winches.
down on the wire and then recovering it with the float, which is a pseudo that's called an elevator. So elevators typically you weigh it down, go straight down, and then you release the weights on the elevator, and then it comes back up to the surface.
Has anybody here played Animal Crossing?
I
We've got
have.
someone asking,
Oh, yeah.
is the New Horizons accurate?
I haven't played the New Horizons one.
What do they mean by New Horizons?
I'm guessing that's one that has ocean creatures.
A version.
Oh,
Just a guess. I don't
Actually,
actually
a
know.
lot of those animals in Animal Crossing, like those fish and things, they're found in all of the world's oceans, not just the oceans over here in, the Eastern Pacific Ocean. So yeah, they are accurate, but yeah, there are many creatures from many parts of the world.
Sean, I'm going to go down and work on the dive plan, make sure it's all right, but I will grab a radio, so if somebody needs something.
We have a lot of
Okay.
people wanting to know when the next dive is, so...
Okay, so next dive will be after midnight. The next thing that happened was the tool basket will go down on the wire, up and down on the wire. That will take us close to midnight. It'll be at 1:30 in the morning. We should be on the bottom. That's Pacific Daylight Time.
Assuming all goes well.
Yeah, everything's going to go great. Certainly by 2 a.m.
Everything always goes well.
Yeah, everything. There's never any surprises.
So that's what, 9 o'clock UTC time, roughly.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excuse me. So somewhere between 4 and 5 a.m. on the East Coast.
Sorry, Ian, could you repeat what you were just saying?
Oh, about what?
About the timing of stuff? 1:30, I heard
Sure.
1:30 specifically, and then I was like, oh, what is he talking about?
Okay, I'll go back to the beginning. So at sometime around 8 p.m., so within an hour from now, the ROV will be back on deck.
Yes.
We then have somewhere between an hour and 2 hours of motion around on the deck to get the tool basket going down and then coming back up. So let's say that whole thing with the tool basket, 4 hours. So that gets us to midnight diving, sometime around midnight to the ROV.
Does the toolbox go down on a line
It's
or?
going down on the winch, down on the wire, on the line.
And
on
it
the
gets,
still
the
It
line
gets
gets released when it gets to the bottom?
acoustically released.
And then when we want to float it back up, how do you do that?
There's there's a big weight under that will be released, and there's a big float on top.
Uh-huh.
And the buoyancy of the float is higher than the weight
Gotcha.
of the platform, so it will come up, the tool basket. And it'll pop up on the surface floating around. We'll pick it up with the boat. But to do that, it's going to be released by the ROV.
Uh-huh.
So there's a pull line for that with a sea catch on it. And then the ROV would then be recovered. And then once the ROV is on the surface and recovered, then by then the float will be up there, and hopefully we'll do it with nice calm weather, so the rescue boat, or one of 2 rescue boats, will be in the water to tag it and drag it over to the ship. Now there is a possible that it would pop up before the ROV even gets to the surface, in which case, if we're lucky enough, we might be able to lift it on the ship before the ROV shows up. So it's a bit of a dance.
So
there's a good possibility the tool basket will remain down there till we're on dive number 3. So after the bad weather, because we're not going to recover it to the surface if conditions don't allow for it.
So on this trip, we put a beacon down there. Is that so that we can make sure we know exactly where that toolbox is going?
Yeah, we want to accurately place it down on the bottom there because as you saw, there's a lot of places we don't want to land it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to try to land it close to where the last junction box was before we put JB12 down, which it's not a flat place. It's not a very nice place, but there's, as you may have seen in just that short time we were there, there's really not any flat surfaces down there. The pillow basalts and and just how they form down there, it's sort of I don't know, a very unflat area. Very much dips and turns and crevasses and some places cliffs. So there's actually a cliff down there that we will see. There's a couple of them as well.
Not to mention some boiling water.
Right. Yeah, and then we're going to be laying cable to this location with the cable innovator, which is Global Marine's cable ship. Global Marine is a international cable company based in England, predecessor of the Cable and Wireless, which they actually, Cable and Wireless, laid the first sub-Atlantic cable way back more than 100 years ago now. The cable innovators, being the largest cable ship in the world, will be laying 2 cables, but one coming from the node here at Endeavour Field to the main Endeavour Field, which is about 5-kilometer cable lay. Hercules will be doing touchdown monitoring for that, so I'll be watching where the cable lands. It's an armored cable, so it's a very durable cable. So if there's any sharp rocks in that, it's not going to hurt the the wires inside the fiber optic cable that's inside, or the conductors, the electrical conductors. So that's just a risk management thing. We're putting in a new cable here. The old cable is still working, but it was one that ended up, when it was installed, they had to do a splice in it, and we're concerned that that splice may not last as long as the other cables, so that's why we're replacing it. So that'll be after the 24th of the month, and our last week of operations before we head back in on September 2nd.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, I'm going to go do some dive plan stuff.
All right, cheers, Ian.
Thanks,
Yeah, let's get that all going, because I've got at least 2 people saying they're going to work through or watch us through the night just to make sure they don't miss it.
This one? Okay, but only the camera. Okay. Right. Yes. Okay. I will let him know that it's not 100% sure. Okay.
So let's see, where am I on these questions? As far as animating the squid video, I would say if you scroll down to the bottom of the nautiluslive.org page, there's a contact us, contact the official people, because we can't give access to everybody because we're pretty low on the totem pole.
What are they talking about, the squidio?
Someone wants to animate the squid video with us.
Cool.
As Nautilus.
That sounds interesting.
I'm not sure I understand what that means.
No.
No, I don't know either.
Like we are the squids?
Yeah,
I
we're the
I
squids.
guess.
We will be Nautilus. Each one of us will be a Nautilus animal. And then there's some sort of squid video that happens.
The purple squid video
and
apparently is one of our highlight reels or something.
And they'll reenact it with
But
us
the googly-eyed squid
animals instead of
that's
human.
purple?
Is it
Yeah.
a cartoon?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think they're trying to make it a cartoon.
They're going to make
Yeah,
it a cartoon.
They're going to
from-
use the
Well, I mean,
googly-eyed squid to
people can
like
do
make
whatever they
us.
want.
Yeah.
As long as they
Well, they're
ask
wanting to
permission to
use
make
our
it.
likenesses, which is why they're asking our permission.
like
Ah.
personal likenesses.
No.
I'm guessing.
My personal answer is no.
Yeah.
You're animated
Yeah.
enough.
I meant no thank you.
That's pretty creative, though.
Yeah.
That is really creative.
Can you speed up?
What?
Slow
You know what
down?
that person could also
Am I
Want me
going
to
too
slow down?
fast? Ah,
They
my
could
brain hurts when it
make
goes
a
back and forth like
drawing of
that.
the
I'm lateraling
control
now, so I'm
room
speeding
and
up.
just draw
Okay.
each person
also
in
just
the
doing the
room
top
as a
of the
nautilus
T.
sitting at
I have to, like-
sitting at the or nautilus sitting at the computer
how it
instead
goes.
of a human.
Sometimes my brain crunches
I'm
when
curious
I
how
flip
this
back and
turns
forth
out, actually.
between,
You know,
like, am I
Yeah.
faster or am I slower? It's negative, so I'm below. I'm slower. I'm
Left is right and up is down. What?
I'm just keeping it at 28. That's the max I can do, and I know you can keep up. So
No, I can't.
yes, you
always.
can. Do it.
No, I can't lateral forever. Because
Do it or else. I'm going too fast. I'll slow down. No.
Yeah, I actually can't keep up to that always. When I lateral to port, I can go 28. When I lateral to starboard, I can go 25. And when I don't lateral at all, I go 23.
Let's just do 23. It's more than 15. It's normally 15.
I'm just trying my best over here, okay? I'm also not quite behind the ship, so I want to lateral to starboard a bit.
Okay.
Well, also doing some other wiggles. I'm not going to be able to do it.
Maybe your initials.
I can't do it.
So there was a question about the large fish in the vents, and there was only one fish that we saw, and two different people decided independently that it was the Pacific flatnose, so it might have been that. One of those people was me, and I don't consider myself an
Yeah.
expert, so.
We'll have our people look at it later.
our people will contact your people.
Yes, that's right.
And they'll tell me to stop coming up with names, right?
I'm still on this like cartoon thing. I'm like trying to picture it in my head. It's like brewing in there.
Hey,
It'll be like an
I'm an-
Uncanny Valley level.
animate
frightening,
all the
maybe.
characters with Ian's face on it.
That'd be good. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
I'm into that.
Well, it's like partly interested how you'd be perceived, but also makes me very nervous.
Same. Yeah. Like flattered. Also terrified.
Yeah.
But not sure you want it on the World Wide Web?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever signed a model release and actually read what it says in there? Now that's downright scary.
Yeah, we
Nobody
did
comes
Oh,
sign
up
you've been
to
a
me.
model, Kim?
Nobody comes up
oh,
to
yeah.
me and says, "Oh,
Oh.
hey, do you want a model?"
All of the
Oh.
live.
It's not something I get either.
I've
Okay.
signed a model release before as well,
Oh, yeah.
but I didn't read it that well.
No.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Your face will be slapped on some weird, like, I don't know, business somewhere halfway across the world as the spokesperson, and you won't even know about it.
I've
It's
wrote,
for a local jewelry store in Victoria.
Cool.
Awesome.
I'm modeling jewelry. You're like my hero. That's awesome. That's awesome. So luxury. Very Canada's Next Top Model.
Except I'm only 5'4", so I'm not going to be on a runway, but I can do photos.
You can do commercial.
You can wear, you can wear some plaits, right?
Okay, let's see. What else have people? You guys have been saying a lot while we've been talking, which is awesome. I love hearing from you guys. But I want to not miss your questions too.
tell us all the good things.
Let's see. So is the spider crab down there counted as a king crab? I mean, it had 6 legs. Well, the 6 legs were because it had lost 2, and I'm guessing a fight somewhere, or maybe a rock dropped on it.
I'm assuming it's a deep sea spider crab unless I'm otherwise told by Fabio.
Nope, I agree with you, Sean.
Yeah.
The Washington University box we found the other day, we still have no information on it, so it's probably just garbage that got tossed over at some point. But
Can I see gauges, please?
Gauges.
Oh, Kylie, hey.
Ooh, more gauges. Wow.
do we contribute to Google Maps underwater? Yes, we do actually, right?
Cool.
It's all open source.
Correct.
And they are on
Thank
Google
you.
Maps, which is kind of cool.
Directions to Mothra by kayak.
So, okay, someone's got to tell me when we're diving at Godzilla High Rise, because I brought a Godzilla shirt just for that. I'm wearing it on that day. I just don't know when that day is.
Is that a smoker or something?
Yeah, it's
I'm a
isn't it?
smoker.
Yeah, it's
Call him
a
Godzilla.
And you live in a high rise?
No, actually.
Okay, so somebody apparently just read my bio and they said they liked the story about my grandma. So my grandma started scuba diving in her 70s.
Cool.
Nice.
And she went on over 350 dives in the next like 10, 15 years,
That's amazing.
all over the world.
wow.
She actually joined a senior ladies dive club and they just went on these trips.
Just
That's
imagine,
And-
imagine being like 70 plus and then discovering a whole new world at that
Yeah.
age. And
It
just-
was, yeah.
It would have been a blast. That's
And
awesome.
she liked it so much she paid for all of us grandkids to get certified, which was totally awesome.
Cool.
Wow.
And unfortunately, I haven't been scuba diving since I was a teenager, but because, I'm a high school teacher, I can't really afford that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But so this viewer says that she's 53 and just came out of a long medical ordeal, and scuba's on the bucket list. So congratulations coming out of it, and we hope you get scuba diving because it is absolutely awesome. And yes, you can, even though you're 53.
Yeah.
Or just free diving if you don't have the money. Like, find somewhere nice, go for a vacation, swim,
Yeah.
I live in Arizona. The nearest water is a sewage treatment plant. I ain't swimming.
Don't snorkel there.
Is it cold?
Yeah, if it's cold, it might be tempting to go in.
Yuck.
Okay, we talked about this one earlier. The coolest thing you've seen during this dive. Kylie, we didn't get your response because you were too excited to talk to us. What was the coolest thing today?
I don't know.
What? You were so excited. You saw your black smokers, your cliffs.
Yeah, but I'm internally processing that part.
Okay.
Sorry, Internet.
So moving on, how long has Hercules been in service? It's like 8 years, isn't it?
19?
19? Whoa.
Something like that. It was born in
2003.
2002, question mark? Something like that.
Google said 2003.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Ooh, we've got someone who just came in saying all we see is blue. That's true. We are ascending right now. We finished our dive at Endeavor to place the equipment that we needed to place there. We're going back down maybe midnight-ish tonight, which Pacific time. Lots of things depend on that, and then
But if you want to miss this part, tune in around 1:30.
yeah, if you want to miss the blue going down part. We can't control how long it's blue because there's only so fast we can go.
What does this double triangle button do? Does that speed this up? Fast forward?
Kim, I'm interested in the modeling career part of your life.
It's practically a non-story, but Susan and I were both, backing up just a step. Our next door neighbor was a photographer for the OPP.
What's
And,
that?
oh, sorry,
Ontario Provincial Police.
Ontario Provincial Police.
Oh.
Sorry, I was living in Toronto at the time, and people who live there think it's the center of the universe, so when you say OPP, you're just supposed to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know what OPP is, but I didn't think it was what you're talking about.
All right. Anyway, he got a commission from the OPP to do some safety promotional material, and he roped in some of the local kids to use as actors in some of the work they was doing. So Susan got to, oh, these are safety posters, right? So like, don't do this. Susan got to hitchhike with Bev at the side of the road in hot pants and halter top. The message is like, don't do this.
Yes, very that.
We got some shots of Susan and I parking.
Don't park.
Well,
What not to do.
depends. Dizzy Davis and I stole a car in one of his segments. It was
Nice.
great.
That's pretty funny.
Sounds like fun.
Anyway, we each of us had to sign a model release to do this, and I made the mistake of reading it, and it what it allows them to do with your images is, yeah, it's just like, I'm signing this. Why? And say, you know, I was a kid, and Dave said, don't worry about it. Just sign here.
Oh, what was that?
Squid.
Squid ink.
Oh,
There it goes.
Wow.
Zip
Bye.
away, buddy. Yeah, bye.
that looked like almost yellow. I don't know. My eyes are playing tricks on me.
It's the normal.
I
That'll
missed
teach
it.
us.
Can we go back?
Yeah. Where's the rewind button?
This is why we don't mention all of the jellyfish, because it's so quick. By the time you mention it, it's past.
What is OPP?
It's like when your bigger brother says, hey, look, there it is. Oh, you missed it.
So the moral of the story, listeners, is to always read your model.
No, I wasn't doing that.
Okay.
Read all contracts. I used to have to write a lot of contracts, talent contracts for different things on different movies or videos I worked on.
You guys are scaring me because my wife is going to like an interview 2 days from now or something in Vancouver, some kind of show. I don't even know.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about it. I've been helping her with her emails because she's ESL, and I won't be able to help her process her paperwork.
Why not? Ask for a digital copy.
Yeah, maybe I could.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I might be able to.
Whoa. What?
Sorry.
So can you count how many of those were there, Trevor, please?
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it hurts.
So how many monitors is that?
Whoa.
That's one monitor.
Wait a second. I was reading. What happened here?
Just touching
Who knows?
buttons.
I
Wow.
don't, yeah, anyway, that wasn't what I was trying to do. Trying to see what
Well,
these
that's
pieces
pretty
are.
cool.
Cool, okay. That's good to know.
So our animation person says they're gonna they want to animate us at HQ as Nautilus, and the purple squid will try not to cry.
Wait, what?
This
Why is
doesn't-
it crying?
I
This
don't
isn't
know.
helping with my images in my head.
The answers are raising more questions.
I don't understand.
Well, then somebody says, imagine someone steals your footage and makes the video green with creepy music for a top 5 scariest fish video.
I don't want to be a part of that.
I'm really confused what these people are doing.
Speaking
Or
of
wanting to do.
contracts, there's a YouTube video of a lady that just goes over the contracts for like different TV things, like different shows. They like find them online and they go over them, or they go over different law cases in general related to like media. So maybe
Interesting.
you guys can, maybe you can check that out as like a learning, because they go over like the language of the contract and how to interpret what it means.
Yeah, you should forward that to me.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
What do you consider the aft part? That part or that part? That part, Raj.
wiggle comes up right now.
Right.
Oh, is that the winch?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've never looked that
Wait.
hard at what you guys are looking at.
Wait a minute. They deployed already? Oh, jeez.
No, that's the Argus winch, isn't it?
That's Argus
Yes,
winch.
that's Argus.
Yeah, I
It's
thought
below
that
deck.
would be crazy.
Not your winch.
That
It's
would
in a
be
room.
crazy. Yeah.
It's underneath the winch that's on deck.
Okay, let's see. Are you using the ROV Hercules depth or the ROV Argus depth? Well, we have both of them. They're both moving.
But to do our data logging, we use the Herc depth.
Okay.
Yeah, we're primarily focused on Hercules for the logging events right now. Right now, I say.
ROV pilots, I'm hoping you can understand this. Why are there 4 pedals if there are 6 directions?
4 pedals?
There's on a flower?
They don't have pedals.
I don't know what pedals means.
Okay, this must be an older conversation. I'm at
All right.
13 minutes ago. I'm really delayed.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Foot
That's okay.
pedals? Like,
I'm thinking petals of a flower, but I don't know any
It's
flowers.
pedals
Feet
with a
pedal.
D.
Like feet, like gas
Oh,
pedals.
like gas pedals. No, there's no pedals. There is 0 pedals. 0 pedals.
You could have a pedal.
That'd be for coughing. That's only one-dimensional.
Has Argus and Herc ever collided or gotten tangled? You guys are better at navigating or
No.
driving, right? Yeah, no. Okay, will the new Tempo Mini live cam be at the same place? So it will be in Ocean Networks Canada, but maybe not the same link, or are you guys going to give it the same
it's
link?
not a Tempo Mini.
Yeah.
Or, this one we're deploying right now is not a Tempo Mini. It's another camera.
That will be on event.
Yep. There might be another Tempo Mini with ephemer, but I'm not
Yeah.
not 100% confident on that. I can't speak to that right now.
As far as the location placement on the vent, it cannot be in the same place because that doesn't exist anymore. It collapsed.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to Tempo Mini. It fell, collapsed. My very first expedition I ever did was actually when we put out Tempo Mini, and then I was on the expedition. Mike and I both put Tempo Mini out, and we both had to come and retrieve it last year. So it was kind of a bittersweet day for us because it was like we saw the full life of this one instrument we both really liked.
Aww.
But so what Ian was sounding like, they're going to try and put it on that ledge where we just placed the bars and the triangle and everything else. Tempo Mini used to be kind of right off to the side there where there was nothing. You could see the platform. If you looked down, you could see where the whole cliff or the edge fell.
Mm-hmm.
So they're talking about putting the camera in that same area where we just were today.
But to go to the video, it won't be the same link, but it will be on Ocean Networks Canada, right?
It will be on Oceans too.
But we'll just have to watch out. 'cause
It'll
the
just
link
be
will
another
probably-
camera.
Yeah.
That's all. So you can still visit it and you can still check out the images to your convenience.
Okay. Kylie, we've got a question if you're suffering from any after effects of your birthday.
No.
It's a dry ship.
The dry ship, yeah.
Oh, is that what they're asking?
I worded it differently.
Oh, I thought they were just wondering if I like felt bad about like cake or age. Nope.
There's
I feel-
there's a couple people saying, Kylie, you're the best. You're cracking them up.
Thank you. I'm going off comm. See you later.
We also have a comment. Some of the best parts of these dives are when you guys are ascending and descending because conversations are funny and improve my mood greatly on a daily basis. Thank you for that.
Aw.
We try. Okay, there's an ROV question when they're ready.
They're going to be doing a swap, so it might be a bit.
There's a lot of people saying things, and I'm sorry I'm taking so long getting to them all.
You can't get to everyone.
Yeah. This is going to be a popular spot, you know.
Everybody wants to join in on the Endeavour dives.
Somebody,
Oh, yeah.
somebody glibly skipped over the idea that Hercules ever got tangled. I'm thinking like not since last year.
Wait, there was something last year?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Tangled up
remember that
in
actually.
and a pile of nets and fishing gear, and
Oh, so they didn't get tangled with each other. They just got tangled up in fishing gear.
perhaps I misunderstood the question.
I think they were asking if they'd gotten tangled up with each other, but there was a fishing gear incident. I do remember someone saying that, or describing that before. If two ROVs meet up on the ocean floor, would they high five with their claws, or would it be like battle bots?
Ooh, I like to think battle bots, but just,
I would put the sawfish up against anybody. Anything with a 54-inch bar on the chainsaw on the front, 80 horsepower, I think, yeah.
That would win. Yeah. Yeah, my colleagues and I have fantasized about underwater battle bots for a long time.
And we have someone in Pittsburgh saying that we're really cracking them up today, and they're as confused as us about the cartoon thing.
About the what?
Yeah, people already forgot. It's probably better that way at this point. So ROVs, are you guys up for a question? Or are you guys still setting up?
Mike doesn't even have his headset on, but it's like he heard you.
I know my voice carries. I'm a teacher. They may tell me they can't hear me, but they can.
What kind of question is it?
They're wanting the 2 or 3 minute explanation of how the 5 meter position accuracy on the seafloor from a single point rolling ship on the surface 8,000 feet or more in the water.
Pass.
I would have passed right away when it was like 2 or 3 minute response.
What was it? Can you pass it by me again a little slower?
So this person teaches navigation to boaters. So he says he's seen where people put 3 signal sources through the ice. And he's saying he wants the 2 or 3 minute explanation of how 5 meter position accuracy on the seafloor from a single point rolling ship on the surface in 8,000 feet or more of water.
Okay, that's easy.
Let's hear it.
Actually, we use USBL to...
What is USBL?
I'll get there.
Okay.
We use USBL to locate the vehicle with respect to the transducer on a ship. And USBL is ultra short baseline. It's basically if you send a ping to the vehicle on the seafloor or request a ping by wire, and the vehicle emits a ping. If you have one transducer at the ship, using time of flight, you can tell how far away the vehicle is. Nothing else, just how far away, and in a straight line. So we call it slant range. If you have 2 transducers on the ship, you can localize that source using simple geometry, but it doesn't tell you actually where the thing is, because triangulating from 2 points, it could be in front of you, behind you, or like anywhere in an arc. If you have 3 transducers, now you can triangulate the position. I think the USBL had, okay, the distance between the receiving transducers is called the baseline, and this is called ultra short baseline because there's actually, I think in the system we're currently using 5 receiving elements altogether in a head that's about 15 inches in diameter. And looking at a phase difference between the arriving pings, you can determine the distance, elevation, and azimuth of the vehicle on the seafloor. All that gives you some idea where the vehicle is with respect to that transducer. Then the transducer has to be surveyed into the ship. So we know exactly where it is with respect to a reference point on the ship. And then the ship uses GPS to locate itself in a global reference frame. One more component, there's an MRU, a motion reference unit on the ship that takes into account pitch, roll, and something else that eludes me for the moment.
Yaw?
Yeah, that'd be it. Of the ship. And the nav processor does the math, and by tying together the ship's reference to a global framework and the transducer to the ship and the transducer to the vehicle, now locate the vehicle. Yeah, I can do that.
Wow, so it sounds like, I mean, very similar to geolocation for satellites, how, you know, get several pings from multiple satellites to get your exact location on the Earth. So in a way, it's like a nested approach to how satellites geolocate you.
Thank you for that description, Kim.
I was a little rambling, but
Ramblings, okay, we've got 280 meters to the surface. Okay, and it looks like we did get caught up to all of the questions, except are there times when you have to live on the sea? Yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
Living on the sea for
9
more
or
than
10
a week.
days.
Yeah.
We've got, this is a 28-day journey.
Yeah, going to be out for a month, more or less, so a
Yeah.
short month, but a month.
Yeah, we usually stay, we sleep on the boat, we eat, we have a gym, we have laundry.
The ship makes its own fresh water.
Yes.
So we have a comment saying that they think the animator is thinking of an aquatic version of Futurama. And that makes me even more concerned.
I thought there already was an aquatic thing in Futurama.
They do a few scenes, I think.
Like that Zoidberg guy, he seems pretty
That's true.
aquatic to me.
Good kind of lobster.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to know what character I'd be.
Can you help me?
It's kind of the, I want to know
Oh,
before I
got it.
give
Nice
my,
one.
That
my
hurt
rights
me.
away.
I
Okay,
like, sorry?
go ahead.
Oh, I was thinking about characters, and I said I'd like to think that I'd be Leela, the Cyclops girl, but
Oh, yeah.
who knows?
Come on.
I feel like she's the only character in that show that anyone should want to be.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Thinking, does anyone want to be
They're
Fry?
not very
No one wants to-
aspiring
Yeah.
cast of characters.
No one
Well, the
wants to be Bender.
professor's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was going to say professor.
Who's everyone?
Kif's a cool guy. I like the
Kif.
that guy, Kif.
Zach
May have a broken
Brannigan,
one.
not something to aspire
Some of them
to.
are broken.
No, it's not. I did it the other day. It's being oh, it's at the top. What is that at the top? It is at the top. That's why it's not going any higher.
What are you doing?
That age is really getting to you.
That will do it. It's fine. It just seemed it is lopsided.
Are you lopsided?
No. You know, want to hear something funny about lopsidedness? My head is a little lopsided, like my ears or whatever.
Sure.
And my dad's is lopsided in the opposite direction. So if I put his sunglasses on or something, it's like...
Huh.
That's true.
All right, so more facts for the cartoon there.
Yeah, we're dimensional facts for our animator.
And make sure you include the worm glasses.
Yeah.
So Kim, the person who asked about the navigation says, thanks, he didn't know that the transducer on the ship had multiple elements in it. So, good job with your description.
That's cool. I can't remember, to be honest, how many there are. I know there's at least 5, but
For
maybe
the Sonodyne one?
Yeah.
5. I would have guessed 4. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's at least 5. I
Maybe
saw
4 and a spare.
well, there's a transmitter in the middle, and then a constellation of receivers around the outside, right? A rosette. So not too long ago, I was looking at a picture of one with the skin off, but I can't remember.
Okay, so the question's coming back. Can I turn you guys into animated skittle-colored nautili?
Skittle colored. Depends.
For
what
personal
color?
use and not for distribution. That sounds like a thing that's well within your rights.
Yeah.
As long
So-
as I'm the orange Skittle.
The nice thing
That's all I
is
ask.
Because you like
these
the
things
color,
kinda
you
need
like
to
the
be in
flavor.
writing, so
Both.
Both. Is orange your
contacting
favorite? Green's your
Nautilus,
favorite.
if you scroll to the bottom of the page,
Why
is
is your helmet
probably the
green?
best thing to do.
Your helmet, your hard hat.
I'd like to be one of the tropical flavored Skittles.
Oh, yeah.
I like purple.
Hey, I like purple.
Oh, I called it first.
Conflict
But
of
one of you
control
guys
then.
can, one of you can be the blue.
I'm obviously the red one.
Yeah?
You're the mystery one. That one mystery flavor in the bag that nobody knows.
I want to be brown.
Is there a
Oh,
brown Skittle?
They're
The-
not brown Skittles.
The
those are
fabled
M&Ms.
brown Skittle.
Is that
They're pretty rare.
Fabled.
what?
The brown is when you mix them all together.
I'm seeing brown Skittles though.
Wait, really?
Yeah, there was a chocolate mix Skittle pack created at some point.
Really?
Oh, gross. Trevor, did you even know that?
No, I had no idea.
We have someone saying they all taste the same.
That's
Taste the
not
rainbow.
true.
I think purple tastes like purple, actually.
That's true, yeah. That's
Yeah.
What does purple taste like?
Grape.
Purple.
Yeah.
Do you
It's
remember
pretty
those
that's unique.
So,
candies that you could get out of like the vending machine? Like they're not in a bag or anything. They just come out and there's like, they're kind of chalky.
Yeah.
Can I be the banana one of those?
oh, runts.
No, are they runs?
Yeah, where
The
they're like
fruity-
shaped like fruit.
Fruit,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Little
runt.
I want to be a
Fruit-shaped
banana runt,
things.
please.
Oh, yeah.
I
I didn't know they had names.
Actually, there's a study that was done on Skittles and the flavors and everything, and they no longer have individual flavors.
What?
You can like Google it if I'm correct. Could have changed the opposite direction, but it's just plays a mental game with you with the colors.
I know with Fruit Loops we do that. You teach students about the blind studies with Fruit Loops. So you say, okay, which one's this when they can see it, and then you blindfold them and then do the same thing, and they totally can't because Fruit Loops all have the same exact flavor.
Well, yeah. But Skittles have different flavors.
No.
What about the tropical Skittles?
The tropical Skittles do have unique flavors. Or
Well, there you go.
in comparison to the original bag.
They do have very
taste
different flavors from the others, yeah.
What about the subtropical
What'd you learn?
Skittles?
That's when you- By the time we get
What
to the
about the
surface
Tropic of
spreadsheet,
Capricorn?
put in the time on bottom, depths, the delta, the whole depths. You send right, push a button, and it comes up and says, we're going to be on deck at 10 after 3.
Meow.
I'm showing 4 minutes to surface.
It says we're going to be 75 meters at 242, so it's off a little bit.
And we're going to go quiet so that the
Maybe.
pilots can focus. So
I'm not very focused.
I'm gonna go.
I don't want to get in trouble for talking when
more.
I shouldn't be. So you guys just tell us when to shut up.
On.
It's kind of hard to miss the ship.
Quirk about me is I get really nervous when we're descending and we're like getting close to the bottom. So to talk at that like 200 meter from the bottom, that freaks me out.
You can always tell me to shut up, okay, Kylie?
Well, I will not do that, but I will tell you that I get
Send me a
nervous within
signal.
200 meters from the bottom.
I don't know when that is. Announce it or something, and I'll do my best. I promise. So the first website I went to, you have to pay for to find out. So I'm still looking on the Skittles.
Are we looking up the flavors?
Yeah.
Can I circle back to the brown Skittles for a moment?
Yeah.
So they're actually pretty interesting. It was called the chocolate mix pack, and there was a flavor that was s'mores, there was vanilla, chocolate caramel, chocolate pudding, and brownie batter.
Wow.
That is pretty interesting.
So they're just like not Skittles at that point anymore. They're like M&Ms.
Yeah, except the chocolate flavoring is on the outside instead of the inside.
I'll stop 75 meters.
No, I'm not.
I am. I'm at 75 meters.
Videos on comms.
I'm done.
Supposed to tell you and then the bridge.
Over main deck 750. We okay to continue up?
Good to go.
Roger that. Good to go. Bridge main deck, radio check. Loud and clear, Mark. Okay to continue up? Yes, please proceed. Sure, it's coming up. Thank you.
Hey, your sheet's pretty bang on. 242 it predicted. Minute slow. That's not bad.
I wonder who's going to do the daisy chain today.
Nice.
I think Tammy's low gun try after her last experience.
What?
I think Tammy's
disqualified for life.
yeah.
Brenny's turn, maybe. I'd like to see Tim do it.
I am radio down.
Yeah, Tammy messed up the bin for the redeployment of the daisy chain, so disqualifies her last time.
Yep.
Can't be at that.
So according to this article, the Skittles have different colors and scents, but the same taste.
We smell through our tongue.
Yeah, basically. So I think this is just kind of,
All right, I bet I'm going to come off to the starboard side of the ship. I see I'm fighting it all the way already, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
See if Mark tells me.
Apparently Skittles are banned in Europe.
That makes sense.
Why? How does that make sense?
This says they have toxic ingredients.
Oh, boogers.
Oh, come on. Who cares?
So do my lead snacks, but who cares?
What doesn't?
Water's toxic.
Can you punch me in?
Kylie, when do you normally do the camera?
Now.
Okay.
Can you punch me in?
You want to zoom?
Yeah, I don't like the rounded edge.
Yeah, we want it all
Like
the way
that.
wide before you turn it off, though. Because
Really?
it turns, yeah.
I don't turn it off until Herc turns off power.
Okay. Yeah, it comes on in the state it was turned off in.
Oh, okay, roger.
We go full wide for recovery.
I was doing the tilt motor up too early before they were complaining about it. I'm like, yeah, there's still stuff to see.
We'll see. Yeah, I'm able to fight it right now. We'll see how it goes as we continue.
So in that Skittle quest, I missed a question asking if we've seen the Sequest TV show, which Dr. Ballard
yeah.
was a consultant
That was
for.
an awesome show. He had a little segment at the end of every
Yeah.
episode.
Tilt motors up.
I think it was called Sequest DSV, if I remember correctly.
Deep
Sequest
submergence
DSV.
vehicle or something?
Killing the lasers.
Try and get these vehicles back first.
Okay, camera's up. We can stop sonars now, I guess.
Yeah, I can stop sonar.
You can do this one, or you can do negative run down here.
It's a drop down.
Negative run. What?
Oh.
I can just shut the power off.
No, maybe sometimes.
Mine's off. There's a drop down too, where I didn't know if you hit the plus button and made
Yeah,
a minus.
You can hit a drop down too.
But
That's something else.
I like the play, stop, run, stop buttons. Don't hit the play when the play one's green. Also like the run. Doesn't do what you think it's going to do.
Right.
Confirm with pilot stop mezzo.
What are you confirming?
That the sonar stopped.
Sonars are stopped.
Stopped, correct.
Stop.
Stop.
Lights are off, thrusters disabled.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to come up off the starboard side. We'll see how it goes.
I shaded that starboard camera over a little bit more to that side in case you're way off.
So Kim, if that's the case, we'll have to, when we stop, we'll change heading.
If what's the case?
If I can't fight I've been fighting my way back the whole time. If
Roger.
we end up over there, let's, once the ship has stopped moving forward, we'll bring their heading around 15
Sure.
degrees.
Okay, looks like Herc's coming up. No, you're all right. It's just the way her Argus is spinning. We'll bring you up.
Copy.
Oh, off the post. Yeah, no, like
Argus is twisting about 45 degrees. It must be the current.
It's like 18 degrees.
Copy.
looks like I'm actually able to make it. Wasn't a goal though. Is ship holding position now?
No.
Should it be? I think not now though. I don't know.
Once Argus is on deck.
Oh really?
That's what it says here.
Okay. Roger.
Bridge, nav. Hold position, please.
They changing heading?
Not yet.
They are. Yeah, they changed heading. Or the heading changed anyway. It worked in my favor, but...
It was 290 and now it's 286. Didn't change.
Wasn't it parallel with this? And now it's over here?
Well, it depends on your point of reference. I know what you're saying, but
I'm just so sensitive, Kim.
the heading and the course over ground are not the same, so the heading didn't change.
When we stopped, the vehicle went pew,
Yeah.
which is equivalent to the ship going pew. So I don't know. Maybe my lateral suddenly started working? I don't know.
No, it's because I asked them to hold position, so the course over ground changes. The heading didn't change. Do you understand what I mean?
I know what you're saying. That shouldn't affect the vehicle relative to the rail, should it?
Well, if my course over ground changes, I would think it would.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sitting pretty now, so whatever.
So I did the right thing?
Guess so.